Quick update here on the delisting front. It's good news before I scare anybody. That's never my intention with the titles, but we have to understand this if we're invested in Chinese ADRs. So what's happening here? There's the following. The following is in financial advice, you know that by now. And we've got some of the major Chinese state-owned enterprises voluntarily delisting. Is that good news? Is that bad news? Well, find out after you've downloaded the full NASDAQ benchmark, because it's marvelous and you'll understand all of the core fundamental metrics of all the top 100 NASDAQ companies. Plus, it's free, so why wouldn't you? felixschwenzer.org/NASDAQ. There we go. Let me show you this. This is from Sinomarket. It's a Twitter account that's pretty good. It's a state-owned media account. They tend to give us quite a lot of this information first. So what's going on here? Well, we've got PetroChina, we've got Sinopec, we've got Shanghai Petrochemicals. So we've got three petro companies. We've got China Life, which obviously has records on a lot of people. That's China Life. And then we've got the aluminium company of China. So two strategically important sort of national security implications materials, aluminium and petroleum. You can't really do much without one or the other. And knowing where, they store how much petroleum and how much oil and that kind of stuff, what the infrastructure is, where the pipelines are, to the extent that isn't public knowledge already, you could see why you might not want to disclose that to a slightly unfriendly government, right? You can kind of see the point of that. So they're voluntarily delisting those. So those two I totally get. And it kind of falls in line with, the China mobile delistings and so on that we had, what was that now, a year and a half ago or so. What about China Life? Well, if you are insuring the lives of a lot of Chinese people, again, you'll have a heck of a lot of information on, where the money is at and that kind of stuff. So again, it makes kind of sense. You might not want to disclose that. So is this good news or is this bad news? Well, in a way, I think it's confirmation that this rumor that we had out, which was then later denied, was the three-tier rumor. And the three-tier rumor said, look, we've got companies that have secret classified information. Those will delist. We then have companies that have potentially sensitive information, and for those we need to look at them and we need to possibly spin out the sensitive businesses away from the listed part, which is a little bit like what actually a lot of Chinese companies have already done. Like say with NIO, all the user data and stuff isn't actually owned by NIO, right? It's owned by a company that's owned by William Li, and therefore it isn't part of the listed enterprise. And there is a contract between William Li's kind of data company and the and NIO. And that's always the way it's been set up. Same with Alibaba and pretty much everybody else. And then you've got companies that are sort of just, your regular kind of nothing really to worry about. And we sort of thought F&B, restaurant companies would fall into that. You're kind of like ordinary businesses that don't really hold anything particularly sensitive. So what we're seeing is the first part being done. What about the potentially sensitive? Well, what we are also seeing is there is an announcement out that 20 Chinese listed companies are presently being audited by Chinese regulators. And that is clearly in my view, part of this potentially sensitive business. And they need to look at that. They need to look what's actually in here, right? If somebody went through all the paperwork, what would they actually find? I mean, I have no idea. If you look at Alibaba, do they have the phone numbers and addresses of everybody who has ever bought something on Alibaba that could potentially be useful? They're sending it to their mistress or something. I don't know if you can find that information out from audit papers, possibly. But what does it mean? Well, it's a step in the right direction. That's the way I see that. And my patience is wearing pretty thin, I must say, on the subject. But it's at least action. And that's what we need. You need to remove the obstacles that are clearly there. So China Petroleum, just delist the bloody thing. Let's move on. So does it make sense for stocks like NIO to nosedive on this? No, I don't think so. I think it's a misunderstanding by the early morning investors who Wall Street have dubbed dumb money. It's not because the morning investors are necessarily always retail money, although a lot of it is, quite frankly. Most of your more seasoned investors wait 2 or 3 hours to see where the chips fall that day before they jump into the madness. So that's a quick update from me here. We are making tons of money, not on Chinese options or equities because it's too risky. It's got political risk. But if you want to join me and make 105%, it's a bit more than that actually by now. I need to update this. This was about the 10th. Returns on your portfolio, on your options portfolio. And if you're worried that it's technical and difficult and mathematical, it isn't. If you're worried that you haven't got enough time, you do. You need 2 or 3 hours a week, so you could watch a little bit less television or something. Skip one of my videos. Oh my God, no, don't do that. Make sure you leave comments and likes and subscribe on every video and share them and all the other stuff. But no, on a serious note, getting that extra income stream is hugely important to get out of whatever you are in that you don't want to be in, to get you to where you want to be, to get you to retirement, to get you to leave that job, and to just enjoy investing. And I think that's really a lot of the part as well, and just to be confident in the decisions you make. And that's really the whole point here of our programs. 2 ways to join us. One is the Master Options program here, felixfranzl.options. The coupon code there is freedom, as in financial freedom, and it feels so good. I love trading. I just absolutely enjoy it, and it's really an activity. You can do this on the weekend, seriously. Last weekend, I did all of my setups on Sunday, and I live stream them for you so you can see them. And the second part is you can go to felixfranzl.coaching. That's for the more ambitious, and those of you who have an interest to work with me personally. And so check out the felixfranzl.coaching. It's a fantastic community. Like, we're doing a group call tomorrow. I really look forward to that. We have about 12 people on the call, and it's fun. It gets us places. Everybody learns. Everybody advances so very quickly and makes a ton of money. So check it out, felixfranzl.coaching. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you tuning in, and see you on the next one.